Really quick, everybody, this entire video will be timestamped, so if you don't want to watch the whole thing and just get straight into a specific topic, please check the pinned comment or check the little red bar down below you. Again, this entire video will be timestamped, and I'd appreciate you watching whatever part that you would like to. And if you're sticking around, welcome back again to another video, everybody. Welcome back to another Talk at Clen. This is a series where I take a look at your opinions that you give in my Discord server. If you're not there, by the way, join. It's in the pinned comment, description, whatever you want, and on any video you can check the description. Anyways, this is the series of videos where you guys give your opinion and then I give my opinion on your opinion. Typically we go with Fortnite or Smash Bros related, but of course, as always, it doesn't have to be about that. It can be about really anything. With that being said, let's get into the first one. This chapter is already better than chapter 2. Now, I understand why you would say that. A lot of people really didn't like chapter 2. I'm the type of person who loved chapter 2 more than chapter 1, and that's speaking from someone who like started playing in the OG days. But honestly, I do think like chapter 3 is very capable of being better. We have creative modding coming out. Next season, I was like, this season, the first season of the chapter is already a banger. Next season, we have the leaks and theories, and it's looking like that's going to be even better. Tough to tell, but unfortunately, we are only like a month into the season. I don't think you can tell. For you to enjoy, like if you said like, hey, I enjoyed chapter 3 already than the entirety of chapter 2, that I understand. But to say it's like completely better is factual, I don't know if I could agree with that. It's on the right track, but again, it's way too early to decide. But I'm glad you're having fun, unless like that means this sucks as well, but at least it's better than chapter 2, but I doubt that's what you mean. Moving on, I saw your video where you talked about your problem with the rock being the foundation, and I think Epic could just make an excuse by saying it is a different universe rock. Fortnite did touch upon the multiverse in the Batman Foundation comics, having both comic books and No Way Home Spider-Man and Dark Knight Batman from Season X, and later Chapter 2 Season 6 Batman Zero, although this could create some new problems. I see what you're saying, but that's really tough because like if you take a look at, you use an example, No Way Home Spider-Man and the comic book Spider-Man. The problem is those two things exist. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we don't know what's going on in the real world. I'm like one of the type of people that think there is no real multiverse, but I know there's people like that theorize, hey, we don't know, right? Of course, that's going into a completely different thing. But the point is, all that we know is the Rock is here. You know, this is the only place that the Rock exists. And you could say that there's other characters. We still don't know. Like, for all we know, the Rock could be the character from the Fast and Furious. You know what I mean? It could be a character from anything. It could be a character from Jungle Cruise, you know? It doesn't necessarily have to be the Rock, but what it's pointing at is that it's actually the Rock, the celebrity. I've seen a few comments in my videos a little bit similar to yours. We're saying, hey, they can just excuse it by saying, hey, you know what? This is the Rock character from WWE, and he's coming in to save. You know, like, it doesn't have to be celebrity, but at the same time, my problem is just that the Rock is, they're making it seem like it's just the Rock, because they did the eye smolder thing. I can't do that, but that's what it's hinting at. I don't remember where, but I did see a comment on one of my videos where it was saying it could just be a diversion for the IO, where it's like they're pretending to know the Foundation's identity, just gave him the suit or something, and it just like took the Rock from Earth. That I would honestly like. That would make the meme, like, don't get me wrong, of course, the meme is hilarious, and when he showed up, it was so funny. I just, like, you know what I mean? It just hit a little bit home for me, like, for the lore, and I was following it for so long in the 7. I just didn't expect it. Don't love it, and, like, no hate towards anyone that does. I hope it makes sense for what I'm saying, but anyways, like I was saying, one of the comments said that could be a diversion where we don't know where the Foundation is, and he wants to be a secret for whatever reason. That I would like, and you know what? It's kind of not out of the realm of possibility. However, I do think that the Rock is actually the Foundation. Like, that's not what's going on, but it's possible. You never know. Honestly, though, you make a good point. We just don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe a few seasons down the road when we get a little bit more lore on the Foundation, and maybe through these visitor tapes. Who knows? We'll find out. Moving on, I think it's obvious that Chapter 3 Season 1 is better than Chapter 2 Season 1, and here's why. Chapter 2, instead of trying to be a whole new thing, tried to be as basic as possible, while Chapter 3, on the other hand, has a completely new loophole, a Spiderman Mythic weapon. Yes, in capitals, that's a fantastic weapon. Upcoming Buttercake Dinosaurs, Tilted Towers, Tornadoes, etc. I don't know when this video is going live. It might be live after Tilted Towers actually drops, because like I said in the Discord, I had to record this early because I've been really busy with work. I picked up some shifts. But yeah, I don't know anybody who thinks that this season is better than Chapter 2. I did worry at the beginning, and I think I made a video on this. I did really worry at the beginning because we had the season. It was going to be so long. It's still going on until March. And remember when Chapter 2 Season 1 first started, everyone was like, this is the best season of all time. Then a few weeks in, very boring. This is completely different. We've got nice updates. Winterfest was fantastic. We got game-changing mechanics. Like, of course, again, I'm recording this early. Tilted Towers, we don't know how that's going to work. It's probably going to be awesome. We don't know how the dinosaurs are going to work. That's awesome. We still have so many more upcoming updates, and the weather is completely new, and that's something I wanted to see in Fortnite forever. There is so many brand new things, and you're right. All we really got that's new was fishing and the new map, which is great. But the problem is there was nothing else. Like, that died off really quickly because the loophole sucked. Yes, we got brand new weapons. The Spiderman Mythic is probably the most fun item that has ever been added in Fortnite. Like, I don't think I can think of anything that I really loved more. If someone said that Chapter 2 Season 1 is better than Chapter 3 Season 1, I would be so surprised. Of course, I respect your opinion. Like, there are people that really did like that season. A lot of pro players did like that season because it was just boring. It was like pumps and AKs, you know? And then, were there snipers at the beginning? I think so. Regardless, there was like, it was very basic loot pool, very good for competitive, and this season is just fantastic. We got constant updates, and I cannot wait to see Tilted Towers update. It's gonna be fantastic. Can't wait to see the Buttercake Dinosaur. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I see a lot of people hating on the Spider-Man Mythics, but I feel like when they will be gone for good, then the other side of the community will be the loud one and will beg for it to come back. Also, I feel like Epic can't put in creative because they lose rights and just redesign it along with very small changes like the grappling hook. Man, that's been the story of the Fortnite community. You hate it while it's here, and then when it's gone, you miss it. I always use this as an example. Chapter 1 Season 7. When people talk about it, how good do they talk about it? They talk about it like it's the best season of all time, but when Chapter 1 Season 7, of course, like, I'm gonna say, you'll just have to take my word for it that I'm not just remembering this nostalgically. I actually did love it because I didn't care about the planes being OP. That's just me, though. People throughout that entire season, the Infinity Blade, the planes throughout it, even when the planes were nerfed, they kept going about it. The snow was too much, you know, like, there was nothing but whining and complaining that season. It just drives me crazy, especially every single Christmas that the season, we talk about Winterfest and they go, oh, it can't be as good as the OG Chapter 1 Season 7. I was like, I can't believe you were talking so good about this season right now. Yes, there are people that loved it, but that's just my example. You know what? I'm not even going to go into that as much as possible. That's the point. The season comes, people hate it, and then when they're gone, they miss it. I do see a lot of people hating on the Spider-Man Mythic, but of course, like, along with that is a lot of people that really love it, because a lot of people are honestly like me, where they think that the Spider-Man Mythic is one of the best weapons they've ever added. It's so much fun, especially as a Spider-Man fan, honestly. Who's not a Spider-Man fan? There's not a lot of people that aren't Spider-Man fans, by the way. But yes, again, like, I'm getting a little bit off topic. I apologize. I can see what you're saying. The people will look back on it just like they do. They always do that, right? They hate it when it's here, and then when they miss it, they'll be gone. And yeah, I don't know what to say. People will be people. And you're right about they could always just change it when adding it to creative, but I don't know if we don't know like the specifics of it. Maybe they could sign something where it's like, oh, okay, Epic can't just redesign it and rename it. Maybe I could see that being like a problem when they were first like making it, because like, hey, this is our Mythic, don't remake it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I feel like that's what something like Disney would want to do. I think it'd be pretty cool if Epic kept some snow around Logjam, Lumberbar, and maybe Camp Cuddle. Hashtag, I'm sorry, I don't understand what that means, the hashtag, but maybe it's just the boomer in me. Oh, anyways, I have nothing really else to say about that, because, of course, the biomes are great things. We have the rocky biome, we have the grassy biome, and to take away the snow biome, I'm not too big of a fan of it. I like different biomes, I like different feels in the game. I feel like keeping a little bit of snow would be fantastic. Moving on again, I find it kind of weird how people are already talking about Chapter 3 Season 2. We're still 2 months away from Season 2, and we're still getting tons of content this season. Yeah, you know what? That's just the state of the Fortnite community. Again, this is just people being people. There's some people that, like, always want to be entertainers. Like, the next season is, I cannot wait for it already, but I'm here. I'm like one of those people. I don't know if you guys would agree with me on this, how I feel about it is, I am loving the season. I'm looking forward to the updates. I'm having fun. I play all the time. It's great, but at the same time, I can't help but think, like, hey, next season might be this. And you know what? I'm not necessarily, like, looking forward to, I am looking forward to the season, but I'm not, like, waiting for it. Does that make sense? It'll come when it comes. That's where I'm at. And I do like talking about it. I understand what you mean, that we still have a long time to go and you don't understand why people are talking about it, but I guess people just like to talk about the future. I don't know. I guess it's a good thing that people are already talking about the future. It just means like they're enjoying the season. They can't wait to see what's next. That's what I'm getting from it. But again, honestly, you do make a good point. I believe that Epic did really great with the Spider-Man Mythic. In Chapter 2, a lot of people complained about the lack of mobility, and this season, no one's said anything yet. Soon the Spider-Man Mythic will leave because of copyright issues, so I think the solution shouldn't be another item which will work exactly like the Spider-Man Mythic. Maybe they could do something else like the inflatables from Season 7. Honestly, I wish I could expand upon that for you, but I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's gonna be, they definitely won't add it back. They definitely won't keep it after the season. If they did, that would be very, very surprising. But honestly, like I was saying throughout this video, one of the most fun weapons that Fortnite has ever added, and I love the inflatable too. That was great. They should come up with an item like that. I think too many vehicles like the ballers floating around would be a little bit detrimental to the game, but at the same time, when you have a cool weapon like that, it's perfect. I just love it. Like, you know what I mean? You have to do something that's fun and balanced, and that's what the Spider-Man Mythics are. They're great. Now that I think about it, I do think that this season actually has a really healthy mobility level. Like, maybe one of the best, honestly. Yeah, but I wish I could expand upon that more. You make a really good point. Moving on, guys, we got a couple more here. Because Chapter 2 Season 2 was so well loved by the community, Epic is going to do pretty much the same thing with the whole War with IO theory. There's a lot of leaks and theories that are pointing to that. Of course, we don't know if it's confirmation. Tabor Hill said so, which is really hinting that this will happen, but again, not getting my hopes up. Chapter 2 Season 2, one of the best seasons of all time. I could really see them replicating it because everybody literally wants a copy and paste of that season because it was so fun. Could you imagine how good what they're doing in Chapter 3, how well they could expand upon it? I think that'd be fantastic. All I can say for now is I hope so. I hope they do the same thing. And guys, we're moving on to the last one for today, and this one's gonna be a little bit sad. I know nobody plays on the 360 anymore, but it's still sad to see the Halo servers shut down. Yes, if you didn't know, the old Xbox 360 Halo servers shut down on it. Well, you know what? Honestly, you hit the nail on the head there. Nobody plays the 360 anymore. I'd be surprised if people honestly did still play it. But it's still sad to see. It's the end of an era. I grew up with the Xbox 360. I didn't grow up with the one. I didn't grow up with the new one. Like, you know, I grew up with the Xbox 360. The amount of hours that I put into Halo Reach is completely indescribable to you guys. I couldn't even number it. Played it every single day in school. It's the end of an era. What can I say? It is sad, and I don't know how many of you guys would be able to relate to that. But when I look at my YouTube analytics, a lot of the audience says 18 and 24 that watch my content. That's the majority, but I feel like that's the Smash Bros side of you guys. And most of people that watch these types of videos are like in the Fortnite videos. Does that make sense? But anyways, I'm getting a little bit off topic, so I don't know who can relate to this for me, but it's sad. It's sad. I'm with you. Like, nobody plays a 360, but it's sad. It was really cool though to see on Reddit all the people posting, like all the people going online on the last day, and it was like, oh my god, we're enjoying this, and the servers are going down. It was really cool to see, honestly. It was really wholesome, but again, sad. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna put a depressing end to this video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting like button. It would help out the channel. Subscribe if you're brand new. Join the Discord server in the pinned comment. And again, I appreciate you guys participating in these. You're making these videos better and better. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. If you'd like to support me in the item shop, my code is Clen. I changed it now, just Clen. And if you want to check the description, check out my other channels, anything like that. Also down there, you will find Real Ember on Fiverr. If you're an aspiring YouTuber and you want to make videos, which is fun, by the way, which you should do, check out Real Ember on Fiverr. He will help you with all the thumbnails, does all my thumbnails. Absolutely fantastic work. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.